Hi, today we're talking about document automation inside Notion, and specifically you can see I have got a bartending contract form which has been opened up in the background. So once the user fills in all the details in this particular form and they click on submit, the responses go to the responses side in this particular database. I'm looking to create an automation setup wherein it can automatically generate PDF files as soon as the response is captured in the database. For this, I'm going to use a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output helps you create PDF files completely in automation with the help of Google Document and the Notion database, which we're going to use. You can use this setup to create reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, and even quotations, or any document that you require at scale. So click on Create PDF and simply sign in with one of your account over here. And once you are logged in, we will be able to see the rest of the automation steps. So I'm going to quickly sign in over here, and then we will see how we can automate the entire process. So first is adding up the Notion database which we're going to use. Then we need to add the document which we'll use for the template part. And finally, we can map all the properties of the Notion database onto the document to create the PDF file. So click on this drop down over here to add the database. Click on Add Notion Database and just copy the entire database title that you have on your Notion workspace. So let me copy this title and simply click on Select Pages over here to add the database over here. So click on Next, and you have two different options. You can go with a template that has been provided beforehand. If you go with this option, it will create a copy of a database on your workspace which you can use for testing purposes. But we are going to add our own database, so click on Select Pages and again click on Select Pages, and the database title which you have copied, just enter the database title inside the search pages over here. It will automatically search the particular form. Click on that and the form gets added, and you can see the particular form that has been added over here through this interface that you have over here. My recommendation to you is always and always copy the database title and put it inside the search pages to add the database. Do not add the database by selecting any top level pages from here. It takes a while to load the database and your experience will not be smooth. Besides this, if you have any relation properties used in the database, so let's say my bartending contract form is connected to database A and database B through relation properties, we also need to add the database A and database B over here along with the bartending contract form. So make sure to add all the databases whatever is used inside the search pages, even if it's a relation property or a roll-up property. If you do that, the relation and roll-up values will correctly be generated in the PDF file created, and it will be automatically created as per the requirement. Having considered that, let's click on Allow Access right now, and this will give access to the database for our use case. So let's wait for a few seconds. It will load up the database for our requirement. If by any means you are not able to see the particular database appear over here, simply click on Reload Databases, or you can refresh the page once and the database will appear correctly. Let me select the bartending contract form. And if I scroll down, you will be able to see all the properties of the bartending contract form appear over here, one below the other. So you can see all the properties of the database visible over here. So all the properties that you see over here are correctly created over here for our automation setup. Let's add the document. So click on Add Google Document. If you have any existing document which you want to use for the automation, click on Select Existing Document, and you can directly add the document from the interface that it is visible over here. I do not have any such document available, so I will simply add a demo document for my use case. So click on Add Demo Document, and it will create a new document which can be used for the automation setup. So you can see it has created this interface for me, and let me remove this top part which I do not need. Besides this, I have all the placeholders automatically created. So whatever properties we had in the database, they all have been created inside double curly brackets by default. So when the PDF file will be created, the client information will be fetched from the client information column over here. Similarly, the date field will be fetched from the date field over here, and so on for all the fields, and the PDF file will be created. If you want to manually map any of the properties, simply click on Copy for any property, head over to the document and paste it using Ctrl V or Command V. So you have this option of Ctrl V or Command V to paste the property. It instantly creates a copy of the property inside the document. So you can copy any property of your requirement and simply paste it onto the document live to create a mapping. My mapping is already done, so I'm not going to repeat that. Besides this, I can also give the files a name. So by default, I want to give the file the name as per the client information that we have over here. Or let's see what else we have. so that we can create the PDF file properly. So let's generate the PDF file by the event details. Okay, although it is a too long event information, okay, let's use this particular column. So we will use event details to generate the PDF file as per this particular name. Okay, so I'm going to use the event details over here. And if you see the database also, there are two additional columns which have been added: generate PDF and PDF file. So all the files will be created if any of these rows are marked as ready to generate. So make sure whatever PDFs you are creating, you mark those records as ready to generate to create the PDF file. And the PDF files created will be stored right inside this PDF file column, which you can use for your reference. So let's generate the PDF right now. Click on download PDF and it will automatically start downloading the PDF. The PDF file created will be saved in the downloads folder, as well as it will be created right inside the database, which you can use to view. So you can see the first file is already out. Let me click on this and you will be able to see that all the properties are automatically mapped, whatever was required for us. Okay, let's see the second file. Second file is also created with the corresponding mapping, and everything has been created as per the requirement. Okay, so we have two different files which have been created mapping the properties from the database. Now the beautiful part is that once this works correctly, just click on setup Notion automation, and now your document is automated forever. So this means you do not need to come back to PDF output and repeat the entire process from start till the end to create the PDF. Whenever a user submits any more response and it gets added up over here, you simply need to mark it as ready to generate and the PDF file will automatically be created right inside the database. So whenever new records keep coming up, simply turn it to ready to generate and the PDF file will be created over here automatically. This happens hands-free and you do not need to touch PDF output ever again to create the PDF file. Everything happens live and instant inside the database that you have over here. So I hope this explanation was helpful to you. If you still have questions, use the chat bubble at the bottom of the screen and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to take up any issues that you might be having. Besides this, we also have a contact section at the bottom of the page, which you can use to send me an email right away with your issues on this. You even have an option to book a free demo session and I will be able to walk